Hello, my name is Joey, and this is AmberForge. It's a game of mine that's currently in development. It's a strategy game where two players build up their kingdoms, build up armies, and fight each other over control of the mystical AmberForges throughout the land. As you can see, the game is played on a hex grid here, and so it's very much a tactics game in that regard. But whereas most tactics games are turn-based, this one is played in real time, so all of the units operate off of their own timers. So in order to win, you have to be clever, but you also have to be quick. What I'm going to be doing today is going over a game from a recent playtester tournament, and just providing some commentary and an introduction to the game. Okay, game starting up here on Mountain Pass, the smallest map in the game. And we see in the bottom left here, LastManDancing sporting the blue, spawning in, bringing the starting units forward. And meanwhile, on the bottom right, we see OrangeMamba sporting the red, not the orange. And he's going to build a village right away with a starting peasant. Village is an important structure that's going to let you increase your food income, food being kind of the basic resource of the game that lets you buy pretty much everything. And LastManDancing not too far behind. Took his first peasant to get a food pickup, which does a similar thing. That's just kind of a one-time bonus. So both of them focusing on jump-starting their economy, looking to play a more long-term game, probably. And we actually, I say that, LastManDancing putting his first barracks down pretty early. Barracks, military production structure that's going to let him start to build army units. So it looks like he's going to be looking to put some pressure on OrangeMamba early on here. And it looks like OrangeMamba sees that. The red barracks also going down, a pretty defensive position close to his base. So the army units are going to be out a little quicker for LastManDancing for sure, but the red army unit's not going to be too far behind. I see a swordsman queued right away. Let's see. We see both of their kings, the red king and the blue king, sitting on one of their starting villages. The goal of the game actually is to slay the opponent's king. So you got to keep that protected, but it's kind of a balance between keeping it protected and bringing it out to help in the fight, or get upgrades from the AmberForge, that structure at the bottom center. So we'll see how the players maintain that balance there. And actually we see a second barracks going down for blue. So going to be a pretty committed attack early on here. Because meanwhile, OrangeMamba has gone for a third village, so growing his economy significantly faster than the blue economy. We'll have to see if LastManDancing is able to get enough damage with this attack and to kind of make up for that. Having the food pickup at the north there, that'll definitely help keep up economically, at least for a little bit. And we see the attack coming in. So there's a swordsman in blue for the blue army, with an archer right behind. The archer is going to be a really important unit in this fight and on this map in general, since it's the only unit in the game currently that is ranged, can attack from 2 hexes away. And OrangeMamba only able to attack with 1 unit at a time in that narrow point. So more damage coming out right now for LastManDancing. Second archer coming in too, so yeah. Oh, and even bring the king forward. Probably to tank for the archer. Well, be careful not to lose too much HP, but can get a good amount done if you let the king soak up some attacks while the archer is able to put out some damage. And he gets in the forest too. The forest is going to give the king a defensive bonus, which would be nice. Picks off an amber mine that was in production. It's going to be a pretty big deal. Amber being the second resource in the game. It's kind of the tech resource necessary for the higher value units like archers. And we see the attack continue. OrangeMamba's got his own archer. It'll be important to keep that back, keep it defended. And yeah, a lot of damage coming in so far from LastManDancing. He's going to decide to pull the king back. Probably pretty good timing for that, since it's about half HP. Again, losing the king means you lose the game. Ooh, could pick off that red archer if he turned around and saw it. Looks like he'd rather pull back his own archer to keep it alive. Fair enough. And he keeps control of that forest hex as the attack continues. Yeah, definitely better trades for LastManDancing, which he needed. But the attack is kind of starting to peter out. It looks like the red army has grown to be about the same size, actually on 3 barracks now, but producing a higher rate of army units than LastManDancing is. And it looks like he sees that, so he's transitioning kind of out of this attack, building up a 3rd village in order to match the economy. OrangeMamba gonna try to stay 1 step ahead, though, to 4th village. But yeah, I like that transition, backing away with all the units, all the blue units. Probably achieved all he could with that attack at the moment. And it looks like OrangeMamba going for a counterattack. It's purely a swordsman army, so we'll have to see how it fares against the archers here. But and yeah, also attacking into more forests. That's going to be a big defensive bonus for blue. Yeah, I don't know about this. We'll have to see if we can pick off some archers. The archers are the really kind of high-value, expensive units here. Now, one at the bottom's pretty low, but looks like focusing on the swordsman. Yeah, it's a pretty good trade so far for blue. Ooh, does lose the archer, though. Then pull it back in time. Okay. That's pretty good then. Pretty good then for red. But if you can keep these... Okay, he has got a 3rd one out now. Okay, taking some good trades. Killing a bunch of swordsmen, basically for free, so that does equalize it a little bit. As the red attack peters out. LastManDancing going up to 4th village to match on the economy again. That's going to be important, continuing to kind of have a chance in this game. And yeah, I mean, he took a second to pause as his reinforcements came in, but he looks like he's got enough to go for another attack here. Yeah, the archers in the forests. That's going to be tough to break, though. Swordsman going for it at the north. Okay, a lot of hits in. A good pullback on the archer. Actually, that king getting really low, the blue king. So he sees it, backs away. 2 swordsmen, though. Oh, wonder if he had focused that down the king. The swordsman attacked the archer. 14 HP, that's 2 hits away from being killed, but it looks like it does survive, and all of the red units falling on the front lines. Oh my gosh, keeps that archer alive too. So many low HP blue archers. I'm gonna have to heal those up. You can bring units to a village to heal them up over time. And yeah, great trades overall for blue. However, during all this, OrangeMamba taking one of the middle amber mines, the amber mine there, so he's going to have a higher amber production unless LastManDancing can shut that one down. And the attack continues, kind of been non-stop fighting with only little breaks this game. Continuing to kind of throw some red units into the meat grinder. But he's got a bigger economy. As long as he can protect that amber mine, that's probably valuable. Ooh, low archer. Doesn't target the right archer. The swordsman gets it. Nice. Like he might lose as an archer of his own. Okay, so equalizes it a little bit. Now, this whole time there's been like little skirmishes happening at the bottom of the map too, but it's such a narrow pass that mostly just been like swordsman attacking swordsman. I haven't mentioned this. OrangeMamba's been grabbing some upgrades from the AmberForge. You got the archer upgrade earlier to give some more maneuverability to the archers. He just now looks like grabbed the mystical soil enrichment upgrade. That's gonna be really important actually because both players, their starting villages have kind of ran out of resources to harvest. What the soil enrichment upgrade does is that replenishes each village, giving them more resources to harvest. So actually right now, OrangeMamba is making effectively double the food production or food income than LastManDancing. So another economic bonus, but LastManDance's army is pretty big. 4 archers, 5 archers, 6 actually, to 0 for OrangeMamba. And he's bringing his own king forward. Get an upgrade of his own. If we could get the soil upgrade, that would be pretty big economically. Help him keep up. But a big round of red units just popped out, and they're contesting the middle for that. A lot of damage out to the king. This is an archer, though. So many dead red archers. Oh, and it looks like OrangeMamba's diving for the king. He's gonna have to pull that back. Oh, I don't think he can. Okay. Snipes the king, doesn't pull back in time. That's gonna be OrangeMamba's win. GG. Thank you very much for checking out the video. Like I said, AmberForge is currently in development. We're having waves of playtests, and we'd love to get as many playtesters as possible. So if you liked what you saw and want to get in on the action, then please feel free to join us in the Discord linked below.